Welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker, and today I will be your guide for this very special tarot pickacard reading on the topic of what partner matters the most to your soul. So this is a reading I designed for those of you who may find themselves in a situation where you have two romantic options, but you don't know which one to choose, which person to go for, which person can ensure that you will have a happy and long-term connection with. So I hope that this will bring you a lot of clarity if you are stuck in a situation where two people are vying for your heart and your affection and you're feeling slightly confused. I am hoping that I'll be able to help you make a decision. Keeping on the theme with Holy Samhain and Halloween, I have here 4 cards from the awesome Hoodoo Tarot. So this is a deck for root workers, and if you're curious in finding out more about this deck, feel free to click on the links in the description box below. I have all of my tarot and oracle decks listed below for your research, for your pleasure, for you to do some more background searches on them and maybe even get them for yourself. If you do, I would appreciate if you click the Amazon affiliate link, because in this way you're giving a very small percentage of the purchasing price to my channel and you're supporting me in a very material but very sound and helpful way. So thank you so much. Now, all this being said, let me introduce to you the options that we have in front of us. So I have here for group 1 the grandchildren card. For group 2, I have Dem Bones. For group 3, I have the courting card. And for group 4, I have the ancestors card. So take a moment now to truly hone in on these cards and see which one pulls you in the most. I would strongly recommend that you make just one choice, because it will get really complicated if you choose one of these piles and you choose another one, and it's kind of like you're looking to explore the answer to a question that is involving not only 2 people, but then the more options you have, you add to those people. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know, if you're lucky enough to have 8 people vying for your attention and your affection, comment down below. I'd love to read your smutty story. All this being said, thank you so much to my patrons, to my channel members, to everybody who is here, part of my soul family, clicks on my videos and enjoys them and watches them and is also ordering some personal readings for me. Keep in mind, this is only a general reading. If you would like a personal reading specifically applied to your circumstances, the second link in the description box takes you to my website, where you can see a variety of options and affordable prices. Thank you so much once again for being here, and now let's jump straight into your reading and find out which partner matters the most to your soul. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who are drawn to the grandchildren card. You see how beautiful this is? It is the equivalent energy to the star card, and it represents hope for the future. So I have here a set of cards describing one of the people on your mind and a specific set of cards describing the second person on your mind. I'm going to talk first about the first person and then about the second person, and at the end of the reading I will tell you whom do I think you should go for. But in the end, it's up to you to make the decision. Don't allow just a tarot reader to tell you what to do in your love life. You are a powerful creator, okay? Just felt the need to say that disclaimer. Let's begin with the first person. So the cards for the first person are the 7 of Swords. We also have here the Queen of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups. We also have the Seer, see beyond your current opportunities and limits. We have the Healing card, Aries energy, and the flower is geranium. We have the Lily, Majesty and Virtue, and the quote is, "The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare." We also have the Student. The light attributes are humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. The shadow attributes are arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Yeah. And the final card for the first person Oh, we have here the warrior. So again, Aries energy. You may be dealing with an Aries, and I am seeing here a woman for the first person. Now, let's see the second person. We have here the Tower. Again, Mars energy. Oof. You're dealing with some passionate choices. We have here the Nine of Swords, the Page of Cups, ooh, the White Witch, Be the Light. This is such a powerful card. I always get goosebumps when I get it in a reading. We have the Orange energy, and if I'm not mistaken, this is what, Leo? No, Virgo energy. One of my favorite flowers, hibiscus, beauty and happiness. And the quote is, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever," by John Keats. Yeah. We also have here the Teacher. Light attributes are ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. I'm laughing because the other person got the Student in a second. And the shadow attributes of the Teacher are manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. Ooh. And then we have number 33, a Grandmaster number, and we have the Caregiver, and this is Cancer energy. Okay, so it's a bit of a mixed bag with both of your individuals. I do want to mention the first thing that stood out, the fact that your first person seems to be in a student-like energy with you, while the second person seems to be a teacher. So you're dealing with somebody that is somehow beneath you in terms of their spiritual development for person number one, and person number two is somebody that you can learn from. It's a mentor, but also maybe a karmic teacher, so somebody that is teaching you some tough lessons in denial, letting go, rejection, and some sort of emotional pain that helps you grow. Because believe it or not, we grow the most through undergoing some periods of deep emotional turmoil. So we have here two individuals that are quite imbalanced. I feel that both are quite passionate, both are quite dynamic. You're dealing here as well with a warrior and a caregiver. So person number one is more feisty, more combative. Yeah, we saw double Aries energy. So maybe this person was born on a new moon, and that new moon could have fallen in the sign of Aries. So they have a sun conjunct moon in Aries in their chart, or they have an ascendant and a sun in Aries. Yeah, this individual is very combative. They fight for what is right. They fight for peace, even though that's a contradiction. But you know, some people that have very strong Jupiter and Mars energies in their chart, Jupiter-Mars aspects, they tend to be quite combative. They fight on behalf of other people, especially if this person has Mars in the 12th house. You're dealing here with a person that's quite optimistic, exuberant. They like to take risks because they can't even think that something bad would happen to them. They just jump into something and they do it, you know? While the other individual is a bit more thoughtful, is more caring, more cautious. This person has more life experience than the first person. Your second person, the one that identifies as a teacher, yeah, this individual has more romantic energy towards you, while the first person has more optimistic, friendly energy towards you. I do feel that you may be dealing here with a male and a female. Why am I saying this? Well, it's because in the first group of cards, you got the Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius woman that could have some very strong Aries placements in their chart. Somebody who is still learning a lot about life, somebody who is combative, passionate, but also quite exciting to be around, you know? While the other individual is a bit more thoughtful, a bit more caring. We are dealing here with a person that can be quite tough when the situation requires it, a person that could be going at the moment through something chaotic. They are suffering in some way. So person number two, the teacher, the caregiver, is suffering. They may have lost someone or somebody important to them. Maybe they even lost you. Maybe there was a disagreement between the two of you, because the Nine of Swords shows a lot of anxiety that is provoked by things that were said in a conversation that was really hard to process. It's also about overthinking things to the point where you're causing yourself restlessness and a feeling of dread. So this person is heavily in their thoughts, in their mind, overthinking things. But we do have here this beautiful energy of beauty and happiness. And I see that also you are dealing here with two quite good looking individuals, both of them in their own right. They are very good looking, yeah? Lily and Hibiscus. Lily also, if I'm thinking about the meaning of the card in the Lenormand deck, talks about sensuality. It talks about pleasures of the erotic kind. And Hibiscus talks about exuberance and optimism. So yeah, you are dealing here with somebody who is a bit more refined, more, maybe they come from a higher class than you, from a social, economic standpoint, while the other person is more at the same level as you. To be honest, I'm kind of picking up some female vibes from the second person as well. So it could be that you're here, maybe you're bi, or you like to have relationships with members of the same sex as you if you're a woman, but I feel that you may be caught up between two women, or between a woman and a man. I don't even know if some of you are aware of the fact that the woman has these kind of feelings towards you, but most likely you are, because you are here very hopeful about the future, feeling quite blessed that you have a choice to make. And I also feel that for some of you, this is the first time when you're considering another member of the same gender as you. I do think that for some of you, you're actually sitting and thinking, what should I do? Should I go down the traditional way and go for the types of people I kind of was brought up to like? So potentially this teacher-like individual, or should I go for, there are so many cards in front of me, I'm kind of getting lost a little bit. So maybe you're feeling a little bit confused, maybe there's a part of you that feels quite disappointed related to the heterosexual relationships that you may have had in your life, and you're thinking, I'm gonna give this person one final try. But at the same time, there's this new opportunity of actually trying your hand at a relationship with a person that is really, really, it's very good for you, I think. This person will fight for you, will defend you. Yeah, you're dealing here, we have lion's mane. This is the mushroom. This is an individual that's very proud, very fierce. Maybe this person is even studying or training for military academy, police work, and you kind of feel like, yeah, what a badass this woman is. The Queen of Swords may also be a man that identifies more strongly with the feminine side. But more often than not, it is an actual woman. So I see that the choice is going to be tough, and I feel that the choice will depend mostly on where you find yourself in your self-knowledge story. The choice will be related to how you define yourself. Am I a heterosexual lover, or am I bisexual, or am I maybe lesbian or gay? What are you choosing to show to the world? What kind of identity do you want to embody? You are spoiled for choice because you have two people that are vying for your attention, so this is already a great start. There's nothing here to be worried about. I don't really feel that these individuals are nasty, although I do need to say that for the first person, you got some kind of negative cards, okay? They're not that bad, but they could be better, yeah? We have the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups blocked. It's kind of like this person, the woman, the warrior, the student, is trying to overcome an addiction. Four of Cups blocked, to me, is trying to overcome a period of being hungover, of maybe having consumed something, having been on a bender, and now this person is trying to make amends. But they could be lying about their progress. With the Seven of Swords here, this is the card of a cheat, a person that's trying to take something away from you. So be mindful, okay? Be mindful of this individual, the first choice. I would say that the second choice is much better for you. I do feel as well that you have this beautiful energies of healing, and you also have this energy. One person gives you energy, the other person can heal your heart. So I do feel that, also one person can bring this white magic in your life, and the other person is more of an oracle, somebody that you go to for questions, for advice, for a way forward, yeah? So I would definitely say person number 2 is the person you should go for. But now it's up to you, my love, what decision you want to make. For those of you who are finding yourselves to be bi-curious or lesbian curious, I don't know if there's a fancier, cooler name for that. But I would say it will be worth exploring that connection, but just expect some conflicts, expect some drama, because you're dealing here with an individual that could easily fly off the handle. They may have in their natal chart a moon square Mars kind of energy. So this person acts on their feelings very quickly, very impulsively, you know. There is no filter in between what they feel and how they take action towards what they are feeling. So I feel that with the other person, you may have some sort of Saturn aspect, maybe Mercury-Saturn energy here with the Nine of Swords. So there could be frequent misunderstandings related to you wanting to look good in front of the teacher-like person, the caregiver, while the other person is always trying to not make mistakes in front of you. So there is this air of self-consciousness. So I would say person number 2. We have here, let me just go back to the first cards that I showed you. Person number 2, the teacher, is much better for you. So if you need some sort of clarity out of the confusion you may find yourself in, person number 2 would be better for you. Person number 1, I would say, is good for a friendship, is good for maybe a short-term relationship in which you both treat it very casually and you just take the physical pleasure out of it. Or maybe you just want to experiment a little bit and see if you enjoy being with this member of the same sex as you. But I would say in terms of a long-term potential, in terms of a healing potential, in terms of your soul's growth, this partner would be better for your soul. Yeah, this partner is better for your body. Okay, so I hope that this reading helped. Thank you so much for being here, and make sure to like this video, to subscribe, and to comment down below. The proceedings for this video will be donated to one of the relief funds for charity workers that are currently working in Palestine, in the Gaza Strip, and in Ukraine. So make sure to watch this video completely or give it to a friend of yours, share it with your friends and family so we can gather as many funds as possible by the end of November. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. See you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 2, welcome to your pickacard reading. This is for those of you that were drawn to Dem Bones card. I need to say that for group 1, I felt like things were a little bit cluttered. So I had to clean up the space so I can have enough space here to see the cards. Because in this reading today, I have a set of cards for person A or person 1, that's on your mind, and another set of cards for person B or person 2. Yeah, because you're here because you're thinking about 2 individuals, person 1, person 2. So I will show you the cards for both of these individuals, and at the end of this reading, I'm going to tell you whom I personally believe that it's a better partner for your soul that you should go for in terms of your spiritual growth. But in the end, it's up to you, whichever person you choose. You may choose both of them if you want to live a little bit dramatically. If your other partners allow you such an open kind of relationship, then go for it, boo. I do feel like I'm speaking here to an individual that may have a very strong Uranian energy in their chart. So maybe you were born with the Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius, or you're having the transit of Uranus in your 7th house, on your 1st house, nearing the ascendant or having crossed over it, or maybe you're having Uranus conjunct Mars or Venus at the moment. You need space, you need innovation, you need to do something rebellious in your love life. You can't just sit still, and that's completely fine. Uranus transit come into our lives to help free us of patterns of thinking and habits that are old-fashioned, outmoded. They are suffocating. They need new life so we can burst through them and create something very special, very unique, quite new. Yeah, I can tell you because I'm also having a similar transit. I have the planet Uranus transiting through my 7th house, completely creating chaos and creativity in my personal relationships. So all this being said, let's see the cards of the first person. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords and the dog that is barking outside. We have the Knight of Cups. Usually dogs barking and you aren't able to see them, it's a sign from Spirit that you should watch out, okay? And I also see a Knight of Cups You may be dealing here, person A could be a father figure. And I'm saying a man because I see here a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio male, the knight, yeah? And this knight is coming with a page, so a person with a child. Okay, we also have here mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. We have here desire, the cos letters, and the astrological sign is Cancer. We have the pansy, sweet thoughts, and the quote is, pray you love, remember, and there are pansies for your thoughts. And then we have the scribe. The light attribute is preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. And then the final one, we have number 38, the jester. So this is Gemini energy. Okay, so that's your first person. Now let's see the cards for your second person. The moon, so Pisces energy, Cancer. We have the Four of Swords. I love this card, by the way. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's the Lightseer's Tarot, linked down below. We have the King of Swords, so a man, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, slightly older than partner number 1. An air guardian, confirmation that we're dealing with an air sign. We have here shift your perception. We have here fertility, Leo, watermelon. And we have here violet. That's quite similar. Violets are quite similar to pansies, actually. Look at this, yeah? Anyway, faithfulness and modesty. And the quote is, modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. A quote by Madame Guizot. And then we have here the addict. The light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. The shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. The final card for person number 2, we have here the gambler. Youch. Yeah, so we're dealing here with somebody who, this is Sagittarius energy, by the way, somebody who's quite ridiculously optimistic to the point of taking uncalculated risks. Okay, so what I see here is that you're dealing with a slightly older air sign individual. This is person number 2, who is trying to overcome something quite shameful about their lives. They could be addicted to gambling, yeah? They could be obsessed with maybe online games or spinning some sort of wheels of fortune in a casino. This person is trying to get over some sort of financial problems that they are having at the moment because they like to take risks, especially with their money, with their hard-earned cash. This individual could be doing this because they feel that they want to be in a connection, but they can't find somebody stable enough. If this person has a moon in Pisces, this is an individual that needs to be connected to somebody else in order to thrive in life. Usually people with a lot of placements in Pisces don't do so well independently on their own. I know that capitalistic society is promoting this ideal of everybody should be tough and independent and good at making money and advertising themselves, but obviously not all of us fall within that perfect capitalistic ideal role. And especially water signs. Water signs, or people with deep water sign placements in their chart, their moon, their Venus, their north node, they need companionship. And I see here an individual that needs companionship. And if they don't have somebody to talk to, somebody to love, somebody to come home to, this is an individual that wastes their resources. They make a lot of money, but they spend it as quickly as they made it, yeah? So you're dealing here with an individual that at the moment is trying to take some time to rest, is actually quite a calm, peaceful, fun individual to have around. I feel that they have a very fruity side. Yeah, they could crack some kind of like not safe for work jokes, but they have a very sweet and genteel kind of humor. I see a person who's deeply loyal and modest, and a person who's family oriented. I feel that they have a lot of creative energy inside of them, but it's being misplaced, because that's usually what happens in the case of individuals that become addicts. they tend to have an extreme creative energy inside of them, but they have no outlet for it. And what it happens is that this creative energy turns against them and they begin to self-destruct. If they don't have a family, if they don't have a project or some sort of occupation that consumes them 100%, then these individuals end up kind of destroying themselves. This is why if you look at the world's greatest artists, you would see that they have phenomenal genius and sensitivity at the same time as having these strong addictions, because it was so hard for them to come off the high. It was so hard for them to deal with nitty-gritty, everyday, boring details, you know. And I know that they're not really boring. It's part of how we create a very grounded life. We need to tend to everyday details. We need to learn to take care of our bodies, our health, our taxes. But this individual is struggling with that. Yeah, they need somebody by their side that can help them with these things. And in return, this person can give you so much emotionally. Yeah. Now, the first person, I don't know why I felt the need to talk about the second person. It could be that you're thinking more about the second person. Maybe you're already making a choice and you're here just to hear some confirmation, okay? The first person, I'm a little bit cautious of, I need to say. You're dealing here with a water sign, and the fact that it is a water sign is confirmed by the Knight of Cups, but also by the fact that we have here on the table the desire, the cos lettuce. You see here Cancer, yeah, the glyph of Cancer. So most likely you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, specifically a Cancerian. So somebody born at the end of June, beginning of July, or somebody that has a lot of energy in the sign of Cancer. This is an individual that has a lot of lust and desire for you. But this is a person that may have lied to you about the fact that they have a child. We have the Five of Swords here. And the Five of Swords is my card of I'm hiding things away from you to have an advantage over you. There's usually a power play involved with the Five of Swords, and the power play involves also hiding information, because swords are about communication, and 5 is the energy of conflict. So communication misunderstandings, communication conflict, subterfuge, and communicative manipulation. Yeah. You're dealing here also with somebody who is very intelligent, could work as a writer, as a teacher, as a professor, maybe a content creator, somebody that writes for a living, somebody that holds presentations, is using their mind, their reading and writing skills in order to earn a living. Yeah, with the scribe here, this could be even a publisher, an editor, or somebody who works as an author. They may even be a children's book author, yeah, or a comic book creator. And this individual, as you can see with the gesture, can sometimes hide behind clever words. They could say certain things and you're like, what, do you really mean that? And then they go like, no, I was only joking. That's their way of protecting their heart. Because I feel like this person's heart was broken in the past, especially if they have a child from a previous connection. I feel that they had some drama there in the connection with their baby mama, I would assume, because I do feel that we are dealing here with a man, but maybe this was the other half of a gay couple and they adopted a child, and in the end this person ended up with the child. But still there is some drama with the ex-partner. Yeah, I'm picking up on the fact that this person could be hiding the extent of the drama with the ex-partner, and may try to hide this child from you. If this is not an actual child, although I'm picking up strong child energy, this may be some sort of pet project, some sort of ideas that they have regarding relocating to another country or doing something quite independent from the connection with you, and they're trying as much as possible to white lie their way in this connection to you about what they have in mind. So it's kind of like, I like you, but I also want to have the freedom to go out into the world and explore what is of interest to me. So I don't know if you would be down with that. I do feel that this person thinks very fondly of you, person 1, and with person 2, you have a more solid ground, even if you are dealing with an individual that is fighting some sort of inner demons. But I do feel that the inner demons of group 2, person 2, group 2 is you, I do feel that the inner demons for person 2 are related to the fact that they feel lonely. This is not an individual that can cope with a lot of solitude. While for person number 1, they are okay with solitude. They actually prefer some alone time, some me time, because they get their best creative ideas when they are by themselves. Okay, so again, depending on what you want and where you find yourself in your romantic energy at the moment, group 1 is an individual that is okay with space in a personal connection. This is a person that has a lot of lust and desire for you, but they are also lying to you about something. They are hiding some things from you. They are trying to get away with some things that they are saying to you, okay? So question this person more. Don't jump into things with them. Be a bit more patient and allow the situation to unfold, because nobody can keep lying ad infinitum, you know. In the end, the truth will come out, so you just have to be a bit more patient and inquisitive with person number 1. With person number 2, you're dealing here with a sweetheart. This is a really fun and sweet and kind individual, but unfortunately, in order to be with them, you are going to have to change your mind about how you see people that are addicted in some way. This person comes with baggage, psychological baggage, okay? The need to gamble, the need to waste money, the need to engage in some sort of repetitive self-soothing behaviors is very strong with this person. But at the same time, this person, once in a connection with you, is loyal to you, will not look anywhere else. They will be so happy that they finally are in a connection in which they can merge with their partner, that they won't need to look someplace else. The problem will be that you may need to jump into the role of a caretaker with them, yeah, and enforce some boundaries that they find very hard to enforce by themselves, yeah. There are relationships like this, you know. There are people who manage to stay for a very long time, and one of them is going through an addiction. Like I can tell you in my own family as well. My mother is the caretaker for my father, and my father is addicted to certain things. So there is this energy of staying together and still maintaining some sort of equilibrium. Also, if you think about people who are in connections with other people who are suffering from mental health problems or physical disabilities, you know, those are loving and successful connections as long as you guys stick to a plan, as long as you guys have professionals on call to help you out, as long as you don't take too much the role of a caretaker. You remind yourself that you're also an individual with desires, you're also the other half of a couple, you have your own needs to be met as well. And I think emotionally this person will fulfill those needs very strongly, yeah. So depending on what you would be more comfortable with, this is what I see here. I would say it's a tough choice to make, because I feel that person 2, for group 2 for you, person 2 is a bit more loving and loyal than person 1. Person 1 can hurt you a lot with their need for space, and they may cut you off very quickly. So one comes with some sort of addiction issues, the other one comes with this hot and cold, cutting off kind of energy, and some sort of lies, trying to keep some things away from you. I would say I would go for group 2, for person 2, even if this is a person that has certain problems. I feel that once they are in a connection, these behaviors will calm down a little bit for them. I feel like this person can bring you more peace of mind, yeah. You can rest with this person. While with the other person, you will constantly be on your toes, never knowing where you are. And it may just be that even though this person says some very sweet things, you may find out that they were lies. Yeah. This person can pull the rug from underneath your feet any moment now. And even though they don't suffer from any addictions, there is this energy here of kind of mirroring back at you some of like there could be that you have in your shadow certain issues related to lying. You may lie to people and not be aware of it in certain parts of your life. And this person person 1 appeared in your life in order to mirror this behavior back at you. And if it drives you crazy, it's a craziness that you need to acknowledge in yourself as well. Again, Uranus transits can be very rough because they help you reach some sort of understanding of some pretty shocking things about yourself, by relating to another individual. So I don't know. The choice is up to you. I would go for person number 2. Person number 2 just needs this affection, they need this relationship, and I think that they will give back more and they will be more stable, even if you may need to nurse them from time to time or draw some important boundaries in this connection. With person 2, they don't need that from you. There is a sense of camaraderie and love, but I'm missing the affection with group 1. I am genuinely missing the heart. And I would say go for the heart, because that will certainly be better for your soul. It's a tough choice to make. Let me know down in the comments what you think. As you guys know, I'm reading the cards as honestly and as truthfully as I see them. People are complicated. Life is complicated. If it would be easy, we wouldn't be here, right? I just want you guys to know that all the proceedings of my videos in the month of November are going to be donated to relief support workers that are at the moment on the ground in the Gaza Strip, in Palestine and in Ukraine. As you guys know, those regions are rife with conflict, and children, old people, people with disabilities that need to be quickly evacuated, civilians basically, they need all sorts of support. So I want to donate all the monetization that I will be making from the videos throughout the entire month of November to these specific charities. So make sure that you like this video, comment down below and share it with friends and families. Watch it until the end so that we can actually gather some consistent funds that I may be able to donate at the end of the month. Thank you so much for your support. I'm sending you lots of love, and I cannot wait to see my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. This is for those of you that were drawn to the courting card. This is the equivalent of the lovers. So in this reading today, I have a group of cards for person 1 or person A on your mind, and a group of cards for person B or person 2 on your mind. Let me show you the cards, and then at the end I will show you, or I will describe to you, better said, whom I think is best for you from a spiritual point of view. In the end, the decision is up to yours. You're a powerful creator, don't forget that. So, for person 1, we have here the Wheel of Fortune. We also have here the King of Pentacles. Okay, you're dealing with an earth sign as person 1. We also have the Six of Pentacles. Now let's see. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Longevity, Scorpio, we have the Chrysanthemum. We also have here Coreopsis, always joyful, and the quote is, write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. A quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. We also have here the Creator, so this is, if I'm not mistaken, Pisces energy in this deck. We also have here the Rescuer. The light attributes are, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow attributes are, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So this is for group person 1. You are group 3. For person 2, we have the following cards. The Devil. Youch. The Five of Swords. The Emperor. The Devil and the Emperor together. Jesus. We have the Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Yeah, so we have Purification, the Snapdragon, Gemini energy. We also have the White Rose, New Start and Wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, a quote by Aristotle. We also have here the Detective. The light attributes are great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. The shadow attributes voyeurism, falsifying information. You're dealing here with the Sherlock Holmes. Then we have the Rescuer. This is the final card for person B. The Rescuer is Miss Edith Cavell Rose, and indeed it is the energy of Pisces again. Jesus. That's what I'm going to say, Jesus. You're dealing here with 2 individuals, both of them male, who are, they both look very good on paper, I would say. They both have sufficient amount of wealth. although I think that person B may be very secretive about the wealth that they have with the devil here, or they may flaunt it only in certain occasions. With the devil, Capricorn energy, with the Emperor, Aries energy, and the detective, you're dealing here with a very masculine person, a person who could be quite older than you and established, very confident, a person that build their empire from the ground up. This could be a boss, so somebody that you work for, or somebody that you somehow came into contact with, a person with a lot of wealth and prestige. Maybe you interviewed this person, you met them at an event, this person somehow got in touch with you and you're like, who, me? There's a very flattering kind of energy, but there is also a lot of risk, a lot of what would people say related to you being in this connection. It may be that this person is already married. The Emperor sometimes shows a married man. I feel that this person is very attracted to your potential to be saved, rescued, purified by them. They see you as somebody quite pure, quite innocent. It could be because of the age. You see these cards, they're all about this person wanting to impart wisdom, to be a mentor in your life. And this kind of turns them on as well, you know, this idea that, oh, let me control you, let me teach you, let me shape you how I want, you know. This really, really turns them on, the devil. But it could lead to some sort of sensual and intimate implications that could keep you bound to them for a long period of time. So be careful about this. Be careful about falling into a connection with a person that's already married, who's older than you, who has this kind of paternalistic, mentor-like energy towards you. Be careful about that, because as exciting or as cool you think it may be, ultimately it's going to lead to a downfall. It's going to lead to this energy in which you're kind of made a slave to this person's energy. They see you as somebody that could increase their wealth. They also see you as somebody that could get pregnant by them or give them a child. And this will be a big ego boost to this individual, because the ego is a lot. The ego is very strong in this person's life. They're quite arrogant. And I think that to a certain extent their arrogance is justified by the fact that they achieved a lot. But this person also is in the habit of lying, of manipulating words so that they get the outcomes that they want. This person can sometimes crack jokes or distract your attention when you ask them a really important question. They may not answer, they may ghost, and they could only reply when the situation is convenient to them. So be sensitive to these kind of energies, because person number 2, I feel, is certainly not a good influence on you, no matter how wealthy or imposing or good looking they may be. And that's the catch here. Are you going to fall for eye candy? Are you going to fall for some sort of role that is considered to be valued by society? Maybe this person works out, is successful, appears on Instagram with a nice watch and a jet behind them, and you think, wow, this is the perfect individual for me. But be careful, because there's a lot of darkness. The way this person has built their empire, has acquired certain things, the relationships that this person has around them, there's something very stinky. Yeah, there's something very fishy. It smells of sulfur, right? The prime material in hell. So now, I'm exaggerating to prove a point. Now let's talk about person 1. Let's see. So you're dealing here with an individual that feels naturally quite lucky, a person who takes risk in life, but usually because they have so much confidence, they end up doing exactly what they risked. I see that also this individual may be an earth sign. You may be dealing here with Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. In the second group, I saw Capricorn and Aries very strongly represented. Here, I am seeing more water, earth energies. So I see Pisces, Scorpio, and Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Most likely Virgo. I'm tempted to say this may be a Virgo. I see here an individual that's very generous with the money that they have. They may not have as much money as the second person. I feel that the second person may be wealthier. But you're dealing here with somebody who can give you a lot of sensual healing, yeah? This person could be very good at giving you private massages, at being an excellent lover in between the bed sheets. This is an individual that somehow wants to take care of you. This is the kind of person who will show up at your doorstep with chicken soup and a blanket if you tell them that you're sick and you can't go to work or you can't go out. They will show up and hang around with you. Maybe they will even sing some things to you. I think that this person is musically talented. Either they have really good taste in music and they're a very good like music critic, or they could play an instrument and they enjoy entertaining you with some guitar songs or whatever instrument that they play. So you're dealing here with somebody holding all of the cards. You're dealing here with somebody that can be a very good long-term partner for you. I see here an individual that wants to create a lot of beautiful memories with you. This is a person that could also inspire you. Like if you work in some sort of artistic career, or you were recently thinking about switching from a more mundane occupation to something a bit more creative, I feel that this person can really inspire you. Together you can come up with some really innovative ideas. You can have a lot of fun thinking about imagining new ways of being and just going on these like mental and spiritual adventures together, you know. I feel like this is a person who likes to stare at you and likes to look deeply into your eyes. I feel that this is a person that puts a smile on your face when you think of them. They may be a friend and you're considering whether you should turn this friend into a friend with benefits. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, I see that you are in good luck at the moment. So if you go for it, I feel that you will not be rejected. I feel that this person, whatever you feel for them, they feel the same for you, if not even stronger than you expected. Yeah, this person definitely wants something safe and stable with you. They are, as much as they like to take risks in other parts of their lives, in personal connections, I feel that they want something that is reliable, is loyal, is stable. This person could be quite jealous, so they don't want to share you with other people. They don't want to have a lot of space in this connection with you. They would not be happy with the long distance arrangement between the two of you, yeah? This person wants to be around you. And you see all the different colors. We have purple, we have pink and white, and then we have brown and yellow. This person will bring like a rainbow of colorful experiences in your life. And I feel that these experiences will predominantly have to deal with at-home situations. Like this person may cook for you a variety of dishes, may sing you songs, may make sweet, sweet love to you in a variety of different positions. This is an individual that is very good at creating a sense of privacy, intimacy, and deep trust in a long-term bonded connection. Yeah. So I would say without a doubt, go for person one. Definitely say no to person two. I feel like your reading was much more clear. But then again, you know, the decision is up to you. You are a powerful creator. What you say goes. I am here just to give you a roadmap, just to give you a second opinion, maybe to clarify some things, and even to see if I actually guessed some of the characteristics of the people on your mind. If they don't resonate, maybe go ahead and choose another pile. I have 4 for you today, but I also want to let you know that before you click away, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and comment down below. Everything I'm earning in terms of monetization with the clips I am releasing throughout the entire month of November will be donated to support the work of people that are at the moment trying to rescue civilians in the Gaza Strip in Palestine, and those that are doing relief effort work in the war between Russia and Ukraine. I don't know why, but I find it very strange to keep repeating these things. I'm not a person that's very good at repetition, so all you need to know is that please share this video and watch it until the end so that we can increase the monetization donations just throughout the month of November. I decided to make this gesture because people need help, and I'm trying to help as much as I can from my little corner of the world. So, you know, if you help a little bit, if I help, hopefully those people will receive our good intentions and they will be able to live better lives. Yeah, nobody deserves that kind of faith. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to see my next one. Take care, group 3. Ciao. Hey, group 4. I have my pet cat Luna here. She jumped into my arms just for a little us time. But I think she's going to go now and play with her toys. Or just eat. That's what she loves to do. So, welcome to your reading. Sorry about that. So this is the card that you may have felt drawn towards. We have the ancestors energy over here. This reading is going to be quite special because I have a set of cards for person number 1, the first person on your mind, and a set of cards for person number 2, the second person on your mind, person A or person B, however you want to call them. I'm sure that you have specific names for both of these individuals. Let's see, first of all, what cards do we have for person 1? So we have the 8 of Swords. We also have the 3 of Cups, followed by the 10 of Cups. We then have Summer, Bask in Joy and Light, the B. We also have here Trust, Scorpio energy, and I think this is the Basil. The Romanian energy comes out of me. We have here the Sacred Lotus, Enlightenment, and the quote is, "No mud, no lotus," a quote by the wonderful master Thich Nhat Hanh. We also have here the Hedonist. Light attributes are: inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And the shadow attributes are: pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. Yeah. We have here the Mystic. This is Pisces energy. Okay, so this is person number 1. Now, the cards for person number 2 are the following: the 10 of Wands. We have here the 10 of Cups. This person is a double 10. Sorry, I have some hairs from my cat because I gave her a kiss. We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy again. Are you dealing here with 2 Pisceans? Father Sky, trust in the unknown. Somebody has maybe Uranus in Pisces. We have here the Lemon, cleansing. And the astrological energy is Gemini. Ooh, very dualistic, very contradictory. We have the Dahlia, dignity, and the keywords are: a wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. We also have here the Damsel, and the light attributes are: understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. The shadow attributes are: waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by a romantic illusion. You're dealing here with a drama queen. And then we have the Scientist. Okay, so the Scientist, to me, if I remember correctly, this is Capricorn energy in the deck, but the Scientist to me is Aquarius energy all day long. I feel that you're dealing definitely with somebody who is on the spectrum. Person number 2 could be very open to a variety of romantic connections. This person lives for romance. They thrive on imagining romance, feeling romantic, being imaginative, constantly thinking about love affairs, constantly thinking about unconditional love, about romantic love, erotic love. This person lives, breathes, and eats love 24/7. They may have Gemini and Pisces energy strongly present in their chart. This is an individual that also may have some Uranus energy, Uranus conjunct Pisces, maybe their Sun or Aquarius energy is also present there. So as much as they love the idea of romance, things get a little bit irresponsible when they come to apply the nitty-gritty, everyday details of being in a long-term connection. So this person is enamored with the idea of, wow, we can have the perfect love affair, but then when they have to defend you in front of another person, they may shy away from conflict, or they may go like, no, wait, hang on a minute. This conflict situation didn't exist in my fantasy, so why am I experiencing conflict with a person I love? Well, because this is real life, right? But I feel like this person has a very strange relationship with reality. I also feel that they look very unique. Maybe they have different colored hair, or they put makeup on. They may be a man that likes to wear makeup, or a woman that dresses in a more manly style. I definitely feel that this person is on a spectrum. I feel that they can embody very childlike energy, and then all of a sudden they could be very wise. They could have a variety of different non-committal, weird, exotic relationships, and then all of a sudden, or they could go around saying, but I only want true love. But in reality, if you look at their love life, you're like, hang on a minute, you were dating Tim, and then Mary, and then Gaston, like, this person could be very much all over the place, but they are very beautiful. I'm picking up on a very strong Venus conjunct Jupiter, Moon conjunct Jupiter or Venus conjunct Mars kind of individual, a person that always has their social card full, a person that always gets invited out, is always thinking about maybe organizing dinner parties or going to events to meet people, to constantly, it's like this person thinks about relationships 24/7. It's like relation, you know, love, being with other people, being generous, being surrounded by people who give you compliments, being surrounded by beauty. This is this person's spiel. Their whole life revolves around such energy. This person could also be somebody that has Jupiter in the 10th house, so they are very popular. People see them as very generous and as very wise and loving and optimistic. Or they may have Venus in the 7th house. They have a lot of relationships with people that constantly teach them something about themselves, and this person feels love only when they are relating to somebody. Yeah. And that's not necessarily a mental health problem. I hate how society lately starts to demonize people who enjoy being interdependent. There's nothing wrong with being interdependent. There's nothing wrong with finding yourself in a relationship. Yeah. Some of us who have strong 7th house placements, you need the relationship in order to grow in life. So I see here this type of individual. They could be quite mystical as well. Maybe they're a tarot reader. Maybe they decorate their body with all sorts of mystical symbols. They are a person that usually attracts by not doing much. They are quite passive. So person number 2 is a person that you need to win over somehow. You need to woo. You need to kind of constantly check in to see whether they're still interested in you, or whether they went off on this flight of fancy with the first person that kind of inspired them to think differently. Because this is an individual that constantly needs excitement and needs this romantic energy in their life. So Neptune and Uranus exist very strongly in this person's energy, and as charming, as intelligent, as inspiring they can also be infuriating to love, because of these very reasons, that they have no boundaries, that they are very focused on other people all of the time, and that they have a lot of people in their lives that they are just waiting to they're waiting for other people to rescue them. So this person could also have a little bit of a victim complex. It's like, poor little me, or why does this always happen to me? And people usually tend to cater to them because they are cute. They are very cute. They're very, like, people love to be around them, to soak up, to drink up their energy, you know, because they have this very sweet, calming, romantic energy. But this is an individual that could allow other people to exploit them, yeah, to experiment with them, to drain them of their beautiful energy. Now, this is person number 2. On the other hand, I see that person number 1 is not aware of something. They may not be aware that you like them. They may not even be aware that you're interested in them. The 8 of Swords talks about a situation where they're blinded to the truth. And I see that the truth could concern a very happy declaration. It could be a declaration that will make them feel quite emotionally thrilled, exhilarated. Yeah, I'm just noticing the 3 of Cups next to the 10 of Cups. This is exuberance. This is ecstasy. Not of the drug variety, but real life emotional ecstasy. That kind of energy that you get when you're out having a good time and you meet the love of your life, you know, like, poor. Because the 3 of Cups shows a good, happy time spent among friends with good food and good drinks, and the 10 of Cups talks about feeling content, feeling satisfied. You got what you wanted, your cups are all filled, you have the happy, loving family, yeah? So this is a person that you may have fantasized at some point that you could have a lovely little family with, that you enjoy spending time with. But there is something here with really weird communication patterns between the 2 of you, because the 8 of Swords is kind of muddying the waters, you know? It could also talk about gossip. Some people around you gossiping about this connection, and especially if this person is a hedonist. So I'm getting some Libra energy here, some Taurus energy next to the mystic Pisces. This person could be easily influenced by their group of friends, what other people are thinking, you know. So it may be that negative gossip is affecting the connection between the 2 of you, but this has really good potential in terms of you being able to make each other happy. Now, I do see here some more solid, grounded energies between you and group 1, because I see the enlightenment card, the trust card, and the joy and light card. So, and for, I don't know what's happening, but my eyelid keeps attaching. Sorry about that. I hope that my eye doesn't look crazy. Yeah, maybe this person has something like a lazy eye, or maybe a patch on their eye. Maybe they look like a sweet pirate, you know. I used to wear a patch on my, I had glasses and I had a patch. It was made out of a gummy material. I had to put it on in order to train my other eye to develop muscle, because I was a cross-eyed baby, yeah. Anyway, coming back to this, maybe this person has some sort of visual defect, but that doesn't mean that they can't see you. You see the opened eye over here, yeah? A person that you can trust, a person that is good for your soul because they can help you become more aware of your qualities, a person that can help you reach enlightenment. I see here that this individual can make you so happy that this happiness is the way through which you get access to higher states of awareness. This is the energy through which you are going to learn about the law of attraction, the law of equilibrium, the law of abundance. Yeah, all of these unseen, mysterious laws that govern the world beyond the veil. So I feel like you are getting somehow initiated through this relationship with group 1, person 1. Sorry about this. I keep saying group 1. You're group 4, person 1. There may be some sort of problem where you may have given this person the wrong number, and this is why you're here, wondering whether you have some sort of way to get back in touch with them. You may have met this person at a bar, at some sort of like gathering where people were very happy. Maybe it was a football match and your favorite team won and everybody was like, yay, you know, and this person approached you. They were feeling confident, they had a drink or two, they were feeling like buzzed out and really happy, and you looked very delicious, and they came up to you, they struck up a conversation. The vibe between the two of you was great, but it could be that you were being cautious and you gave this person a wrong number, and now you may be thinking like, oh no, I keep thinking about this person. They may have been so good for me. How am I going to get in touch with them? I feel that in your local neighborhood, if you visit one of those spirituality store or crystal stores, maybe a charity store where there are a lot of vintage esoteric books, even a music store, especially religious music I'm hearing, you may find this person again. Okay, so just in case, this is an extra message for some of you out there that have fallen in this type of scenario. But most likely you will meet this person in places where there is pleasure. And when I say pleasure, I'm not talking only about erotic pleasure. You can get pleasure of so many different kinds. This person, for example, may be a very good foodie. They could enjoy fine wines and fine drinks. They may enjoy great music, you know. You could find them maybe in a really fancy library, at a wine tasting, in a jazz club, someplace where they sell very good clothing, in a tailor's shop, trying on some silk clothing. This person could be at a massage parlor, getting a really nice, rich Thai massage. They may also be the kind of individual that likes to go out to a place where there is a jacuzzi, where there's a sauna, where they can have an all-you-can-eat luxury buffet. You know, this person likes to treat themselves, yeah? So this is where you're going to find this individual. But art, music, culture, food, drinks, these are what this person lives for. And this person is also a hard worker, so whatever they earn, they like to invest in themselves. They like to invest in a good life, you know. I would say that out of these two individuals that I see here, go for person 1. I am very inclined to sing. This person may like singing. This is the way in which you can differentiate them. But I would say go for person 1, because person 2, I think if you're the jealous type, definitely don't go for person 2. If you are more the light, breezy, romantic type that likes to have a good time, that enjoys a person that is well connected, that likes going out, yeah, maybe person 2 may be better for you. With person 1, I feel like you would do more pleasurable things that are connected to being out in society and trying on different tastes, different sights, different sounds. This is a very sensual individual. I would say group 1. I would go for group 1, honestly.
But that's just my 2 cents in. Remember, you're a powerful creator, and in the end, what you say goes. So I wish you good luck with whatever you decide to do next. Before you click away, I need to say, like I mentioned for all the other piles, that all of the monetization I am accruing in the month of November, I will donate. And I will choose charities that have to do with on-the-ground relief care work for people who are civilians in the regions of Gaza and Palestine, and also in Ukraine. You guys know that these regions are struggling at the moment, and innocent people are losing their lives every day because of some bullshit political decisions. And I want to help as much as possible. And November has always been a month that has been known for acts of generosity and donations. And I'm trying to say this really quick. I'm sorry guys, but I always kind of stumble over my words when I talk about these things because they matter a lot to me, to my heart. So the little that I can do to help, I'm going to help this month. Please help me by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing this video with friends and family, or at least make sure that you watch this video completely so that we can gather sufficient funds. I'll be transparent about the funds. I'll publish them at the end of the month to see how much we have gathered, and I'm also going to keep you in touch throughout these videos as to what are the charities that I'm choosing to donate my monetization to. So thank you so much. God bless. I'm so happy that you're part of my soul family, and I cannot wait to see you in my next pick a card reading. Ciao.